Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 over on Caught Farms. Now we have a bit of a problem, guys. The problem is it is now June and there is not really much we can do. We've got two choices. Now, actually we've got three choices and this is going to be a difficult one to make because I need to make it now. Now my plan was to buy plot 181. Which basically is, if we just go over here, it is this farm over here. So it would be this little bit of grass just here, and this farm here. If we were to buy this plot of land now, yes, it would give us a farm. It would leave us with £10,000 in the bank. That's it. £10,000 in the bank. Nothing else at all. Sorry, hay fever is kicking my ass once again today. Now, the other options are, there is no contracts to do other than 3 fertilising jobs. And there isn't anything come up in the discount store. There's no baling. There's no... Yeah, there's no baling. There's no harvester. There's no... There is nothing that we can make use of. I wouldn't have minded that. The problem is... to get the other part of it is expensive. So yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle because I can't buy this land. Well, I can, but it leaves us with no money at all. 10 grand. Well, 10 grand's not going to get us a baler. It's not going to get us a tedder, a mower, or anything like that. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is... if we buy a harvester right now so we can spend July, August, September harvesting, that's all well and good. We'd have to buy a small harvester, but it would work. Here's problem number three. If we buy the harvester and not the farm, we've got nothing to do in June. See the problem? Yeah, this is the problem we're having today. There is nothing we can do this month without bankrupting ourselves. Or, like I said, the other option is to buy all the baling equipment, basically. And we basically don't harvest this year. This is my problem right now. And I need to make an instant decision on what to do. If we buy the baling equipment... I'm going to have to go with something along... I'm most likely going to have to... I don't want to get them. I've used them a lot. I'd have to go with the Batwing. So that would be £15,000. Then we would need a tedder. Which would be... How wide's the Batwing? I've forgotten how wide the Batwing was now. 6.2 metres. So we want something around the 6.2 metre mark. So... 15, 23, call it 24. I'm not messing around. 24,000. And then we would need to have a bale. No, we would need a baler. We would have to go with... we could... No. The reason being, I need to go with a round baler. We're going to go with the Ursus T127 trailer. This is round bales only, but it does do all the sizes. It only takes 8 at a time. Now there is some options here for like a really cheap trailer, but if we get a really cheap trailer we need a front loader, which if we're going to spend that kind of money for that baling we might as well get one of these. So what was that, 8, 23, so 20, 24 with the odd change. I can't even work this out. 34, 52,000. And that's without a baler. So if we were to get if we were then to get a baler, 52, so round baler, I would prefer something that we can at least do 150. 52. Yeah, so that's where the problem lies. If we want to do bigger balers than a 125, that's where our issue is coming in at, because that is £40,000. But that would be about £90,000. But it would mean we can bail. That's the thing. we can bale, but we need a baler anyway if we harvest. We can't sell the straw from the contracts if we don't. Then that's the next problem. The shop's closed. Right, I've made a decision. I am not buying a harvester. I'm not buying a harvester. We need to mow. We need to mow. We're going to buy a bat wing. We're not messing around. So we would need one of those. We need... That would be a better price at 1,300 quid, but I'm always using that. We're going to go for that. We'll leave it on default main colours. Oh, we need a windrow. That's more money. Well, we're going to go with the cheapest options we can right now. We need a bale loader. Let's get the Ursus bale trailer instantly. £18,000. This leaves us with £37,000 in the bank for baling equipment. Now, I could have used a forage wagon. The problem is they don't hold enough. They just don't hold enough. So we need a baler. Square bales would have been nice, but 150, 125, 125. Yeah, so we need this one. We'll go with the wide tyre set because I always do prefer the wide tyre set. We don't, oh my god, we don't have enough money for this baler. It's 39,000. I thought it was 35. Oh, that is not good. What? Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to do this. We're going into trailers. We're going to do that. There we go. We've now got enough money to do that. So we're going to go for that. No, we won't do wide tyres because it costs £500 more. There we go. We have everything we need. The only issue we've got now is it's not 8 o'clock. Right, so we need a good paying job. What is the best? Field 107. So where is 107? 107 is down at Court Farms. So we will do field 107. There you go. That is the contract we are going to do in this episode. So we've got two. Yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely. I can't believe I've just spent £90,000. I've just spent £90,000 and I haven't done a thing. So I think what we need to do, we need to just have a quick skeg at the mower. What? The horsepower requirements is 75 brake horsepower. That's fantastic. Let me just get this to 8 o'clock, guys, because I need the shop to open. There we go. Right, I'm just going to leave that on 2 for a little bit because we've kind of procrastinated a little bit now. We're going to get a worker on. We've got £1,000 for a worker. So we don't have a lot of money for a worker, but we do have a little bit of money for a worker. So if we can get a worker going while we basically bring the rest of this equipment down, because we need to have, well, we need everything down, but I can only carry one thing at once with this. I'm hoping we're going to be able to. I wanted to buy a harvester. That was the problem, but I can't afford the harvester and the farm and have something to do. I'm hoping if we can get a couple of jobs done today, like, you know, in June in this month, I'm hoping we can maybe get enough money together. 15 grand for this contract. Well, that's 15 grand. And then we'll sell the excess bales. I've just thought of something and I might have not realised. Yeah, it is. I never checked to see if that was a tedding job or a silage job. I never once thought to. I don't know why I'm doing this. I could have sent this guy on a worker. But we are going to go and get a lot of this done. Could do with doing the headland first while I'm at the field. If we can get the headland done, then we can send the worker going. We can then send the tedder going at the same time. Plenty of things to think about in this episode now. 10 minutes in and we've not really started anything. So yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a time lapse. I would like to try and finish this contract in this episode. There might be a couple of jump cuts or something daft like that. But it would be nice to get this contract finished in this episode. The biggest problem I've got right now is moving all the equipment, especially to this field. I say once again, I do apologise for the little quiet patches. I'm usually coughing, sneezing, or just sorting myself out. The hay fever is once again kicking my ass again today. It's absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, snivelling wreck at the moment. Bloody hate it. Genuinely bloody hate it. I should have moved all the equipment and just jump cut, you know. I really should have done that. It would have been a lot easier. I just never think. Sometimes you just never think. Or I never think anyway. Bit of an idiot me. But as you can see, we have the JCB Batwing. It's a really good mower. I've used it in a few series now. But to be honest, you just can't beat the cutting width for the price. The little front and side mowery things, the little green ones, they're a really good option. But I can't use the Leyland on it basically because it just doesn't have a front 3-point. Now it is possible to add a front 3-point to the Leyland. I just don't want to. I think with it being a 2-wheel drive, it would be super unrealistic. So I just want to leave it as a default. I've had people ask me, you know, in the Discord as well, send me messages and they're like, why don't you make the Leyland 4-wheel drive? It'll be more useful. Honestly, I like it. I like the Leyland as it is. It's a classic. It's just, you know. Yeah, I could bring in another axle. I could make it 4-wheel drive. Just doesn't tickle my fancy to do that. It's just the way it is, really. 3 headlands, sharp corners. Do that. Generate field work. Yep. Go start that. Thank you. Right. We have to do this. We have to do that. Do that. Now, ideally... Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. This is why I don't play mouse and keyboard on first-person shooters. Because I suck at remembering where the keys are. I know it's like muscle memory, but for me it's bad muscle memory. Right, now the Leyland, the Renault, sorry, can actually do me a favour and take 2 items at once. So that is really, really good. Now we will... No, we won't need the... What is it either, will we? I was about to say we'll need the i4 Williams, but we won't. Because I've already... I bought us a bale trailer. I'm completely... Okay, I was nowhere near that wall, but it still got caught. Yeah, I was nowhere near that wall. That was interesting. Now this is going to be a lot of running around for now, but once we get a lot of this equipment down there, I'm going to put this into a time-lapse. But what I might do at the moment, I could do with jump cutting, really. Right, I'm going to jump cut this down, guys. I'm going to get all the equipment down by the farm while we're waiting, and then I'll bring us back. Right, welcome back. Right, I did put this onto a worker, as you know, but I have had to manually overtake the work because, yeah, I should have started with the headland, and I started it with the insides, and then obviously do the headlands last. So I'm kind of a little bit skew with now on what I was going to do. So I thought, well, if we do the headland first, we can get it all done. We can, you know, follow it around with the tedder. It's not quite going to work like that. So what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to just do some mowing. Definitely want to get some mowing done. Probably going to look at sending that guy on a work once I finish mowing, because then I can go around with the baler, you see. So I think I can put that tedder on this windrow, on this Leyland on this windrow. Yeah, I'm going to do things really, really differently here, because I want to get some of the edges done, so that I'm kind of doing it a little bit tidier, you know what I mean? I want to get as close to the hedges as I can. So what I'm going to do in the next minute or so, or in a few seconds or whatever, I'm going to basically put on a time lapse, and we're going to basically do this field for as much as we can in the next couple of minutes basically.
My windows are open, wanna feel the wind blow through my hair. Which way do I follow? What happens tomorrow? I turn to you and hope you can guide the way. Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I've lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. In times that are changing and when hope is fading, I know I can turn to your embrace. 'Cause there's so much beauty under your heaven, and I'm grateful every day. Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I've lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I lean on you and I've lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer.
Right, there we go. That is, well, 99% of the grass cut. We're just going to go and do this tiny little bit over here. That took a lot longer than I thought. I kind of maybe wish I left the worker on it, but the worker was not doing it in an efficient way. He needed to have done the headland twist. But then again, saying that, he wouldn't have done all the headland. So I'm kind of glad I did a little bit of this. Now, I am going to put a worker on the tenor because I can manually windrow at the same time. I just need to make sure... No, that's going to be a problem, I think. I might need to do a headland with the Ted first, because I don't think he's going to go and Ted the entire edge all the way up to the hedge, and I think that's going to be a problem. Also, the leyland is desperately needing repairing very, very soon, so we have to be careful of that. I might just repair it via the menu and just pay to do it that way, because it's going to be a long way to drive this to the shop just to repair it. That's just I could do with field 106 actually. Can I do field 106 while I'm here as a what is it, contract? So if we do that, we do that, we do that. Oh. No course, let's have a look. Whoa, saving content. We're going to start on the headland. We're going to do a... Let's do a 25% overlap. 3 headlands should... We best just put that to 4 because I need to copy this track. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, hang on a second. Yep, clockwise. That's where we want to be. So that's what we're going to do now. I don't think he's going to go all the way to the edge, which may be a bit of a problem. I'm hoping he does. He does. Oh, maybe he's going to go all the way to the edge. We'll see. But we'll see how he goes. But for now then, we're basically going to go and we'll do the windrow. We're basically just going to follow it with the windrow. It should be okay to do this. I'm hoping to get this into another time lapse. Otherwise, we may have to wait for him to do the second headland, which is going to really slow us down right now. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to get this finished in time. I hope so, because this is really yeah, I really need to get this finished in this episode. I need to get all this sold. Now, I don't mind taking it into the next episode if I really had to, but I do want to try and avoid doing that if it's possible. Yeah, it's not the best. I'm just a little bit too close to the like the grass, so to speak. But we'll give it a little whirl. We'll follow it round. What we'll do is we'll do as much as we can. But I think he's going to keep getting stuck. Oh, well, this is kind of what I was hoping to do earlier on. Get the grass cutting and tedding at the same time, but obviously we kind of messed that up because we didn't quite set the course play up how I would have liked. But as you can see, we've got loads of oh, here we go. Right, this is what I was talking about before, guys. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, and I remember how much it was last time, guys. I know it sounds daft, but there, I'm not driving that all the way to the shop. I know someone's most likely gonna moan about me doing that way, but I'm not gonna drive that all the way to the shop with it breaking down like that. So we'll just do that this once, just because once we own a piece of land, we can have a pair. It's not, oh my god, why? Come on. We can't get in that corner, so we're going to lose some of this hay. That is not helpful to us at all. We're going to lose a lot of hay in that corner. That could be the equivalent of a whole bale. Just going to put that out there. Now, I know some people are not going to be happy with the way I've just repaired this tractor, but by the time I drive all the way up there, guys, repair it and come all the way back, that is going to be the end of this episode. So we're just going to do it the odd once while we're getting this under control. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to put this back into another time lapse, and we're going to follow that Renault all the way around, and hopefully in the next couple of minutes we can hopefully get all of this field windrowed and tedded. That's the plan anyway.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna quit my job. Never wanna have no boss. I just wanna play my rock and roll like the
they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh.
Right, as you can see, this is taking a lot longer than I planned. I keep catching the rental up, that's the problem. I just keep catching it up and I can't do anything about it at the moment. I am literally just, yeah, I'm just catching it up constantly. So I can't bail because I need the rental. If I take the rental off the tedder, I then can't, you know, I could put the Leyland onto the tedder, but then I can't windrow at the same time, and I just right now I just can't win. It was the mowing. Sorry, I nearly said bailing. It was the mowing has just triggered me to be super slow on this job, and it is gonna go into the next episode. There is nothing I can do about that. This is officially gonna go into the next episode. But I am most likely just gonna let this finish off recording because, well, I need it to finish. Ideally, I'd like to use the if I can use the Renault to bail and use the Renault to go and sell these bales, I could use the Leyland to mow another field. Once that's finished, it can ted it, you know, use the Leyland to ted a field, and then when I'm done it can windrow, because we know it can run the mower, we know it can run the windrow because we're doing that now, and we're on a hill. So in the next episode we can basically send the Leyland off. I might try and look at doing field 106 just there, because it's, well, one, it's right next to us, we've got the equipment right here. We can always use Courseplay. Now we are slowly running out of money because we had to repair the Leyland, but the good thing with that is this contract will soon be over. If we want to earn the big bucks though from grass, we need to be doing silage, but that's a wrapper we just can't afford. Simple as. If we can get 50 grand, yeah, you know, easy. But we can't even keep any of these bales either, because our next problem is I said we would keep bales if we had somewhere to store them. You know, for the better price, we don't have anywhere, so we've got to basically sell them as and when we complete it. So every bale will be sold from this field as soon as it's ready. This is where a third tractor would have come in handy. If we had a third tractor now, it could run the baler. Could have just been doing its thing. But yeah, we're not blessed to do that. So we've got no land. We've got even more equipment. The shop manager's going to be just kicking us out soon. They're already not happy with how much of a mess we're causing. But right this second, we've got nothing we can do about it. It is just a case of we've got the equipment to do jobs. We just need to do some really good paying contracts. That's why we're doing this one at £15,000. Worst case scenario, we complete this job for £15,000. We could buy the John Deere. We buy the John Deere, we have our third tractor. So we could mow, ted, windrow in one pass basically, because we can use follow me. And then there you go. Do you know what I mean? Apart from the baling and the picking up, it's an idea. It's an idea. I'd say use the little Z-Tor, £10,000, but the problem is the Z-Tor is it's a really nice tractor. It's just not got enough power for what we're gonna need. Yeah, I'm gonna have to most likely leave this episode roundabout here. I'm just gonna basically let this TED, and I'm gonna just let it windrow on its own, basically. Like, I'll do what I'm doing now, basically. I'll just follow the tedder up with the windrow, and then in the next episode we will be baling this field. I will increase the time in the next episode as well. I know I do like to have it on about 5 times. We've had it a bit lower, but we did spend the first like 10 minutes buying equipment and umming and ahhing of the decisions. Now I normally like to let people decide what we're going to do, or at least get some input, but in this episode I had no choice but to actually make a decision without really asking, because we either had jobs to do or we had none. Now it's gonna suck that we're gonna have probably no harvesting contracts this year. Year 2 is gonna suck that we're gonna have no harvesting contracts, but it also gives us chance to earn some money, hopefully get one come up in the second-hand shop, because I want to be harvesting, because if we've got this baler now, we could sell the grass equipment. I'm not gonna lie, we could sell the grass equipment, but I feel like if we already own the grass equipment, we can just do some baling contract, and you know, if we can get our hands on a wrapper, we can do some silage contracts. Silage contracts will earn us some big money. Now the aim of this series is still to own a farm, is still to own several fields and harvest it for a couple of years. Obviously we're coming to the end of, you know, June year 2. We haven't, you know what I mean, we're still contracting. It's, yeah, I was hoping to be a little bit further on. That's kind of why I did the harvesting the way I did the other day. Not the harvesting, sorry, the fertilizing the other day. But there is nothing we can do about the jobs that we're getting now. What is this guy going to do? Why do I get a feeling he's going to get stuck? He is. Why? I don't understand. You're supposed to drive around the islands, or do you not see that as an island because it's... You might not see that as an island. The mower did. The mower saw it as an island, but that guy didn't. So we've just got to be careful, because we're going to have a little bit of grass mixed in with our hay here. Right, so we've done that there. And what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to drop that back down. Right, sorry for that jump cut. I just had a delivery man knock on my door with a parcel that's not even for me. Right. Yeah, so let me get rid of that menu. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this episode here. I know it's a really weird one, guys, because I've just done a jump cut. But yeah, I need to get this finished, and basically I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit that like button, guys. It's really important. We're trying to hit 50 likes on every video. And until the next one, see you all later on.